Hi, Gene Burnett from GeneBurnett.com. Hey, I thought we'd talk a little bit today about walking away from the form, from your Tai Chi form. I'll explain what I mean by that. If you've seen some of my videos before, you know I like to divide the Tai Chi training or process into 4 levels of work. Bone, muscle, energy, spirit. And there are levels of work, not levels of attainment. The bone level is putting your skeleton in place. Anytime you're checking posture, you're doing bone level work. Muscle level, relaxing and softening what doesn't need to work, working what does need to work, and it's just about finding a nice balance of muscular contraction and just smoothing the movements out. Energy level, floating the joints, suspending your joints a little bit and feeling the breath and feeling your nervous system moving through your joints so you can move as one cohesive unit. In other words, you have an idea in your head, it sinks through your nervous system and connects to everything. Everything, that sense of everything moves your muscles and bones. That's where you start thinking about the intent of the movement and how you're behaving as one whole organism. Spirit level is when you're just one with what you're doing, you're in the zone, you just surrender into the form or into your activity, whatever it is. And we don't teach that level too much in my little school because if you're doing it, you're not there. So if you're learning it, who's learning it and who's teaching it? That's what I want to know. So we'll put that aside. That'll come and go as it will. But look at those other levels. Posture, softness and relaxation, floating the joints. The end result to me of the type of Tai Chi that I do or the style that I do is that the motion, the posture, the movement, the form, the application, the whole feeling in your body is one of being natural and comfortable. The power is natural. It's not, I'm now going to do something. It's just natural. It just flows out of your body, and when it's done, it's done. So the practice here is to, if you want to play with this, is to do your form with some attention to posture, and then start to relax and soften the muscles and feel kind of heavy, and then sort of float your joints a little bit so you have a little bit of that play within whatever form you're doing. And then from there, to just walk away from the form at random intervals whenever you feel like it. Literally just walk away. And then come back to the form in the place where you walked away from. There's a saying in Tai Chi, not a fly can land on you without setting you in motion. And I would reword that, not a fly can land on you without increasing one of the motions you're already in. Your joints are already in a slight motion, that fly lands and it just moves it. It increases one of those movements. So what that might look like is, say I'm doing a movement here like parting horse's mane, and I'm attending to posture, trying to do it with the best picture perfect posture that I can. Then I soften my muscles and relax, get heavy and just kind of almost a little sleepy, kind of yin. And then I'm just going to change my angle here so you can see me and still hear me. And then I'm going to float my joints a little bit. So every joint, not just the obvious wrist, elbow, shoulder, but my spine, my head, every joint has a little bit of play in it, a little bit of wiggle room. And then if you just pick a sort of a random interval, like you just decide I'm going to do it now, from here you just walk away. Just walk away from the form, just take a little stroll, and just pick it up back where you left off. And it doesn't matter whether it's a kick, you're in that position there, you just walk away. So it should feel kind of natural and look kind of natural, both going into it and coming out of it. Not special and significant, it's just walk away. So you can also practice it the other way, and that's just to walk around and then just go into the form, just go into a movement, whatever that movement is. You can walk in and walk out. So the practice is kind of to gradually make your everyday movements have more of a Tai Chi form feeling to them, and that you got good posture, you're comfortable, you're relaxed, you're ready to move, and your form can look more like an everyday movement. It's not, I'm special, I'm doing some special Tai Chi movement here. I'm doing something, significant. If I'm doing it too attached to bone level posture, I have to kind of break out of it in order to walk away. And if I'm doing super muscle level, super soft and heavy, I kind of have to push out of this deep couch or swamp to kind of get into motion. But if those joints are relaxed and comfortable, and I have that feeling of being both light and heavy, if I have those joints in rotation, a slight amount of movement everywhere, it's no big deal to just walk out of the form and pick it up again right where I left off. I'm right back where I left off doing the same movements. So just something to play with. Take a little excursion out of your form and back into it. What would be really nice is if you had a camera, a timer that would ring every minute, every 60 seconds or every 2 minutes. It would make a little noise or a chime or something. Or have a friend just say now, you know, periodically in the form, or some random event around you, like every time you hear a car go by, you immediately go into a walk. Something to just trigger the feeling like, oh, I could just abandon this. It isn't so special that you know, whatever the movement is, it isn't so special that I have to bow out of it. I'm just going to be there and I'm just going to walk. So it's just a way to play with keeping your form more natural and your everyday movements a little closer to form. So hopefully they become one. Your Tai Chi practice and your daily life are just interwoven with each other. So thanks very much for watching. Appreciate it. If you like this kind of thing, subscribe to my channel. I do a lot of music videos, Tai Chi videos, nature videos. And or you can go to my website, Burnett.com. I have some blogs set up there that you can, if you go to my site and click videos, I've got some blogs that make my YouTube videos much easier to navigate than on YouTube. And I also have books for sale and all kinds of stuff like that. But the main thing is thanks for watching. I appreciate it.